Okay. Alright, man.
Bomb you like crazy and then just ghost you forever, you know? Also, speaking of, guys, we gotta call love bombing something else, okay? We gotta change that name. Love bomb? That sounds like a big hug or something, right? Here comes a love bomb. I think it should be used for, like, if you haven't seen someone in a really long time, okay? Maybe if a loved one comes back from a vacation finally, you meet them at the airport, and you scream as loud as you can in the airport, "Here comes a love bomb!" Okay, sorry, back to the TikTok. I forgot, I didn't show you the end. I didn't show you the end of the TikTok. It's the best part.
I tend to really be into it, and I get attached.
Oh yeah, we are on about performative males, everybody. So yeah, if this is your point of interest, welcome. Let's get to it.
Hey, imagine that's not even part of the video. Those were just transmitted into the cameraman's brain.
Leave me alone!
I think it's safe to say this motorcycle man is being a tad performative. I think he's trying to seem more deep and emotional than he actually is. You know, because when the girl asked him that question, he could have just said yes. Yes, I do get attached after sex. He could have just said yes. But no, dude, he had to pull all that bullshit. I never use the word fuck. I say make love.
Yo, nice motorcycle, pussy.
Make love off, man. But again, this is the hard part of figuring out,
man.
because like maybe, who knows, maybe this guy is actually like that. We don't know. It's really hard to tell, but I mean, and I hate to do two in a row, but my gut.
Oh shit, you know what's hitting me now as a thought? Is the fact that you like replacing fuck for make love, because you know, this whole performative male thing. They can use sweet words. You know what I'm saying? To appear sweeter. Basically, I feel like it's just another version of the feminization of men. Right? That whole feminist movement that has rubbed off on men the right way. No, the right way as in they kind of like it a little too much, man. Yeah, like a little too much for my liking. You know what I'm saying? So they those kind of men, bro. They want to appear sweeter, softer. They be drinking, I don't know what lattes and, you know, writing all this poetry, claiming that they be journaling and shit like that. Like, yeah, that kind of man. So the performative man. Apparently they performative. You understand what I'm saying? So now instead of them using the word "I'd like to fuck you," you know what I'm saying? Excuse my French, man. But you know what I'm saying? I'd like to you. Instead of saying that, they like, well, I guess according to the TikTok that he's breaking down right here, the man was like, no, I'd rather use the word make love. What? You know what I'm saying? He insisted on that kind of shit. You feel me? So now, I'm imagining, you know what I'm saying? I'm telling somebody to fuck off. You feel me? Be like, yo, make sweet love off, man. Make sweet love off. Hey, way to go to the performative ones, man. Way to go to the performative. I'm serious.
Gut is telling me he gets a stand too, okay? He is performative as well, I'm sorry. Okay, let's look at another guy. When you've been performative reading Foreign Affairs magazine for 20 minutes but forgot to pretend to turn the page. Okay, sorry
shit.
This man isn't reading quick enough for you. Like, do you think Albert Einstein breezed through every single book he read? No, he probably read the same page over and over and over again until he thoroughly understood it. And you're just laughing at this guy. This man is trying to figure out a way to stop foreign people from cheating on their spouses, and you're laughing? I assume that's what Foreign Affairs magazine is about. I am unfamiliar. And also, I hate this video.
That's what they reading, Foreign Affairs.
Because like, you could just be lying. Maybe
Or maybe the art of the act of reading might just be one of the performative things too.
was turning the pages. You just caught him while he was not turning the pages, and he can be like, yeah, he was acting on the page for 20 minutes. Like, we don't know if you were fucking lying or not, right? Drop the extended cut of this TikTok, okay? The director's cut. And I will say, okay, if I can be earnest, it does objectively suck to make fun of someone for reading in public. Like, sure, if a guy is reading a Ben Shapiro book in public, for sure make fun of him, dude. That guy's a fucking loser. But the whole thing with performative males is like they're out in public reading fucking Sylvia Plath or Margaret Atwood. And I think it's kind of counterintuitive to shame men for reading progressive literature when people often complain about men not reading enough.
Wait, first things first, what should men read though? Right? What should men read? Anything that a man reads might just make them seem gay, maybe.
progressive literature, right? Hello again for a third time. I wanted to touch on something really quick. After talking to my wife about this topic, she actually brought up a really good point that I didn't think about myself, which is actually kind of the point in and of itself. As a man,
I'm a male.
I will never relate to or fully understand a book like The Handmaid's Tale or The Bell Jar or Jane Eyre, because I don't personally know what it's like to be a woman, and I never will. Like, that is a completely different lived experience, and I will...
Like, what should men read though? Because all these kind of books that he name dropped kind of make a man seem gay. Reading all that. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. Political shit. I mean, you know, political shit is bullshit. I'm saying. And okay, look at the one disadvantage of just like even trusting online sources, right? We got AI generated shit. We got, you know what I'm saying, made up shit. You gotta like double, triple verify your stuff. You know what I mean? But damn, bro, like, but a man gotta read the religious text? What? Cause I mean, like, okay, let's consider the courses that online figures even just like sell and shit like that. That shit is nothing for just like capital, bro. Like, I'm not saying all of that shit is, you know, not genuine. Feel me? But like, come on, bro. At least like 95. Well, yeah, 95% of that shit is fake as shit. These niggas just trying to make a lick. You know what I'm saying? Make money, man. Chase some chicken. That's it.
I'll never in my life know what that is truly like. That's like if I read the Malcolm X autobiography and I was like, damn, he's just like me for real. Like, that'd be insane. So I do understand why women assume men aren't being genuine when they read feminist books, especially in public. Like, if you and your friends had a secret handshake and then one day you saw other people doing the exact same secret handshake, you'd be like, what the fuck, bro? That's our shit. That's our thing. You don't know anything about that. Stop it.
What the fuck, bro? What the make love, bro? Oh shit. Fuck.
At once, kind of like that, but not at all. I don't know. I don't know if that's a good comparison or not. But I think the point I'm trying to make is, although men won't ever like 100% fully relate to a book about what it's like to be a woman, it definitely couldn't hurt in the long run to read a book like that and at least try to learn something new and better yourself. Like, I'm sure these books are way more better.
Well, but for as long as we have a society that wants to get married, it might help them get in touch with their emotions, right? Bro? Yeah, I don't know what can help like men that be reading this kind of shit, bro.
Official to read if you want to improve yourself. Then those fucking books that are like hashtag fuck that shit. 100 beast mode tips to level up your life like a boss. Forward by Gary V's hairline.
Oh,
that's what I was trying to say.
Yeah, that McDonald's golden arch shaped hairline. Oh shit! Oh shit!
Back to the video. I'm sure I'll see you again. And I know this whole thing is a joke and a meme, and I understand why girls are making fun of dudes for doing shit like this. Why? Because, you know, to be fair, I guess women have been made fun of for doing anything publicly for like the forever. So it's only fair, but at the same time, and I hate to be that friend that's too woke, but I think making fun of dudes who are genuinely interested in feminist literature and automatically labeling them as performative or manipulative, I don't know, I feel like it's probably gonna discourage them and other young men from engaging and adapting more feminist and progressive ideologies, right? Call me crazy, but I'd rather a guy read the same page of a foreign affairs magazine for 20 minutes than sit down and listen to 3 hours of the Joe Rogan Experience. It kind of brings me back to what I mentioned at the beginning of the video, how it's kind of just like a weird time to be a man on the internet right now. There's been like a calculated targeting
well, for obvious reasons.
Of young men from conservative news outlets and the current administration in the United States. In the 2024 election, 54% of young men voted for Donald Trump, a convicted felon with several SA accusations against him. That is 54% too many, in my opinion. So if there are dudes out there genuinely engaging in feminist progressive literature, that is good, I think. Also, like, when did reading a book become performative, you know? It's books. Dude, they're books. You're gonna walk into a library, see a little kid reading The Rainbow Fish.
But then again, to like, you know, tap into some reality over here, bro. I feel like it's not only men that read in public, read, you know, feminine titled books, that are performative and things like that. I mean, let's consider the red pill. Right? Let's consider the red pill movement. Right? Them dudes is performative as fuck. But like, but then again, beyond that, bro, it's like, people who got like egos and center their whole motion, you know, their whole being, their whole essence. Maybe that's the word I'm trying to use. But like people that center all of that and make those things around their ego and shit like that, there's like a whole lot of performance that needs to be, you know what I'm saying? That needs to be like held and shit like that. It's a whole lot of performance, right? All the way down to like the principles of being a man, like, you feel me? Oh, make all this money. Oh, make, you know what I'm saying? Make X amount of women just bust nuts, you know, X amount of times a week. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I feel like all that shit is positive. And personally, like, I never resonated with that kind of energy a whole lot. You know, the traditional man, like, oh, you gotta, you know, walk through the strip with, you know, grabbing your ball sack, son, whole time. Put your dick on the table. Let him feel it. Let him feel the aura. Okay, there's the old version of being a man, and there's the natural way of maybe the modern man looking at the old principles of being a man as like corny for some reason. I see a whole lot of that shit corny. But even like the, you know, you might look at the old version of being a man, the traditional man, you know, the chivalrous way of being a man. That shit corny as hell, boy. But I'm saying, even the way that you can like be like, yo, this is the way of just like looking at things, even that is performative. You gotta, you know what I'm saying, a certain for as long as there's a standard to it, there's a performance to it, because you gotta perform to live up to the standard kind of shit, right? Yeah, that makes sense.
It should be like, hey, somebody come get their performative ass kid, bro. I guess if you don't want to be made fun of for reading in public, you just gotta read a book that isn't performative at all. I'm trying to think of the least performative book a man can read in public. I mean, it's gotta be the 2001 Guinness Book of World Records, right? Dude,
facts.
Whipping that shit out at a coffee shop, dude? Oh my god, that would be so badass. You don't even order a coffee there either, dude. You whip out that.
Yo, you know what the weirdest thing is? Shit, I used to do. Hold on, a little bit of a story time, nigga, you know what I'm saying? Here's the most performative thing that I've done, you know what I'm saying? Vulnerable moment, a little bit. I used to, you know, because I was into the whole battle rap thing, you know what I'm saying? Battle rap, underground scene, especially early on in my primary school journey. Yeah, you know, it's a young bull, for me. So I was into like underground rappers, so yeah, mainstream as well, but like underground shit too, like a lot. There was a time when I was into the underground a lot. I mean, so there was this one specific rapper, man, Immortal Technique. Y'all know. If y'all don't, do your homework. Like, deep guy, like as in using big ass words, boy. Big ass motherfucking words, buddy. And then there was also this other. Oh shit. Okay, he's like Christian hip hop underground shit, you know what I'm saying? What the fuck was it? It was mad deep, bro. It had like this fro. I don't know why his name is like not hitting me right now, but like I had a thing for these deep big words, you know what I'm saying? Things like that. So what I do, like I emulate a lot of shit that I look up to, right? Shit, a young man started reading the fucking dictionary, nigga. Started opening up that shit, nigga. Reading the dictionary. Hey. I'm thinking about that shit. Yo, dog, that shit damn near make me cringe. Talking about straight reading the dictionary. Hey, I'm just saying it don't get any more performative than that, buddy. Fact.
Big purple book.
But like I wouldn't. Whoa. In my defense, before you get any further than that, man, you know, see it at church. I ain't done that shit in public, no. Never done it in public. It was only like the comfort of my, you know what I'm saying, the safety of my own four walls room. Thank you very much. You feel me? Because the thing is, I would just like, as I said, I was into that whole rap thing. So like, I would use the words that I learned on the thing, put them in the thing, right? Put them in my own like verses and music and all that. It sound extra smart. Come on, it ain't nothing, you know what I'm saying? Hold on.
I am a fucking 2-liter of Mountain Dew on that table, and then you read that fucker, and every time you flip to a new page, you go, whoa, cool.
Yeah.
Okay, we're gonna move on to the
Shit,
next
yeah.
performative male now. This next guy is named Montaigne, but some of you guys might recognize this guy from this epic rap video he made.
Curtis Connor, man, hold on, check. And that's the, oh yeah, shit. By the way, guys, this is the guy that's giving us the video. Shit, I ain't even introduced the goddamn video. Performative males, everybody. Shit, Curtis Connor. Now, guys, just minus the stash, right? Minus the mustache and minus the hat. Telling me this guy don't look like this man right here? Shit, wait. Oh, what else? You know what I'm saying? They're like, they might be like little brother, big brother. Yeah, no, and in no particular.
He's gonna have when he wakes up. Sunday boy.
But he uploaded a video recently that some people have labeled as performative, so let's check that one out.
Let's check it.
Single man that you will ever
Nah, Curtis, this your brother, man. It's not your brother.
for the rest of your days as a single person, okay, is simply a combination of every woman's cool traits that he knew before you met him. That is it. That every cool guy, ran through or not, is simply just a combination
Look how he's chilling, boy.
of every cool woman that came before you.
Yeah, I think that's just being a person. I think that's just being a human. Everyone you meet is a product of every person that they've ever come into contact with. I think that's just a human experience, right? I don't know if it's just exclusive to women though, you know? Like you can develop cool traits from men as well, I think, right? There are many men in my life
Nah, I
that have
don't
rubbed
think so.
off on me. Not like that.
Not real men. Real men are not cool. They're just real. Right. Wait, right?
Hold up! Not like that!
Like Ash.
But the way Cut Board worded this implies that every trait that men possess is solely from women. Even if you meet the most evil.
Well, it is from women. We all come out of a woman. Okay.
Hateful, racist, misogynistic man in the entire world. Again,
Yep.
that is a woman's fault that he is like that, okay? Good message, man. It also sounds fucking
no,
terrifying.
no, that's pretty accurate. That's it. It is because of a woman.
Dude. Every man is just a
No, I'm talking about. I'm not. Look, everybody gets born out of a woman. I can't believe every one of y'all couldn't catch that. Right? Everybody's born out of a woman, so obviously everything is a consequence of. Right? No. And we love that. We
combination
love
of
that.
every woman he's ever met. That's
W
horror movie
nature.
shit, dude. Imagine
Yeah,
you
yeah.
show up for a blind date and the man waiting for you has the arm of a woman he met at the grocery store, the legs of his mom, the eyeballs of his second grade English teacher, the mouth of his ex-girlfriend, and he's just like, this is also frustrating because, like, dude, his video implies that men are incapable of being good role models for other men, which is just untrue. Don't get me wrong.
Nah, they might be almost true. Almost.
Wrong. There are obviously millions of bad role models for men out there, especially on the internet. I feel like the bar is pretty low to be considered a good role model for men, but still, that doesn't mean there aren't positive traits that you can get from the men in your life, right? For example, my stepfather, may he rest in peace, he taught me so much, dude. He showed me how to cut my hands underneath a hand dryer in the perfect way to make a really loud fart sound. Good men exist. In terms of being performative, Kareboa genuinely seems like at least a little more genuine than the other guys, which is kind of crazy. He had every opportunity to become a full-on right-wing grifter after everybody made fun of him for the fucking Kareboa thing, but you know, he stuck to his guns and he kept making this content, you know, and I gotta respect that. I do find this video in particular a little ironic though, because his caption for this obviously pro-women video is Brandy sweater at Brandy Melville. Bro, Brandy Melville? How the hell are you gonna make a video essentially saying men are only cool because every woman they've ever met is unique and different and distinctive, and right below that you're like, anyways, I got this sweater from a place that makes clothing for strictly skinny girls. It's just a little odd to like hype up women while you're wearing a sweater from a company with a long history of bigotry and body shaming towards women specifically. Dare I say it, The dichotomy is crazy. But like I said, this trend of performative males, or the trend of making fun of them at least, has absolutely exploded. And when things get popular these days, they have a contest about it in local parks. So I have seen tons of videos on TikTok of these performative male contests all over North America where dudes will show up and perform as performative males to win the title of most performative male.
Shit.
This one was actually kind of cool. It was kind of like a fashion show where each contestant walked and showed off their books and tote bags and lattes. And it's actually bringing people together, which is actually kind of nice. But I gotta say, you guys are fucking amateurs, bro. Coming from the leader of the performative males,
yes,
you guys blew it. I know an easy way to win this shit. While everyone is walking in the circle, showing off.
Bro, you are a content creator. There we go. I'll just add the period there. That's a period point. I don't even gotta explain anything further. You're a whole content creator, bro. Doesn't get no performative than that.
Off their stuff to the crowd. Here's what you do. You hang out on the outskirts of the circle, and you're reading The Handmaid's Tale, and you're sipping a matcha latte. You're not even paying attention to the fucking contest that's going on, because you're too cool for that shit. And that's when you pull out the Claro record, and then you fucking drive out of there, dude. And a few weeks later, you'll get your prize in the mail. Performative male. And hey, these contests are fun and silly, but also they kind of bum me out a little bit, mostly because one of these contests used a fucking picture of me on the flyer. But also, what started as a very fair critique about
yeah, you are the poster boy for performative males, Curtis.
Men who feign interest in feminism to attract women. It has kind of devolved into hey, look at this guy reading a book. What a fucking pussy. Let's kill him. I know it's tongue-in-cheek, but I don't know. I just feel like all these contests are a little ironic to me. I feel like the type of dudes who would enter this contest are only there to be like, ladies, don't guys like this suck? I'm not like these performative.
Wait, what do they suck?
Males that you hate so much. Therefore, you should sleep with me instead. Which is exactly what the performative males are doing in the first place that you're making fun of, right? And this isn't the first time a trend like this has happened either. History repeats itself on the internet every few years, okay? I made a video back in like 2019 about soft boys, which were like, you know, quiet, artsy guys. You know, they act like a sweet, innocent boy, but in reality, they're doing all that just to hook up with girls, right? Dude, it's the exact same. And before that, in fucking 2012, it was hipsters who rode fucking fixie bikes and dressed like lumberjacks while listening to Mumford & Sons, okay? It is a constant cycle. It never ends. And to be honest, I don't know if making fun of like actual performative men, I don't know if that's gonna make them better people either, which sucks.
Make them better people, Curtis.
I think if they're genuinely like being performative and then they get called out on it, I think they're just gonna drop the act and become even bigger assholes. And like, is that better? I don't know if it is. Do you want guys?
I don't know about these men being assholes though, bro. You know what I'm saying? I feel like we're getting into a territory where like, oh man, the red pill shit bet not like, you know, rub off on people the wrong way like even further, bro. We just established that they were one of the leading performative male collectives. So, you know, don't act like the red pill and just get bothered by the fact that, you know what I'm saying, your illiterate ass cannot read for shit. They, you know what I'm saying, they using their skill, you know, of literacy to be performative. Yes, the performative part of the shit is corny, but at least they can use the fact that they can read. You know what I'm saying? Unless the book is like a Looney Tunes type book, you know what I'm saying, in that it got like plenty of pictures and all they do is just like read captions and like, you know, stare at a A4 size picture and shit like that. Since they are artsy guys, yeah, that might make sense. Staring at street fashion garments and shit like that. You know, on giraffes' necks and shit. You know, just, you know, because they be getting, you know, fake artsy deep and shit. R-E-4-E.
Guys reading fucking Jordan Peterson books in public instead? No, of course not. If they're skimming through like some feminist literature, maybe they'll catch a stray at least. You know, a shred of knowledge, you know, who knows? I just really hope that this trend isn't giving people the impression that being progressive and reading feminist literature is a bad thing and that you deserve to be made fun of for doing so. Sadly, it's like already making men like proud of not reading books. Like this video I found of a guy bragging about being an anti-performative man. He has got videos of him lifting weights, you know, and watching sports, pictures of him playing video games. Which when you think about it is very funny because he's like saying all this, he's not a performative man, but like he's kind of just performing for a different group of people. Which kind of brings me to the point I think I'm trying to make in this video. Like I said in the beginning, it's a very odd time to be a guy. So I mean, it's kind of a weird time to be a person in general. But for centuries, humans have performed for one another to a certain degree. It's literally what we do. We dress a certain way to let people know what we're all about. We talk different ways with different friend groups. And people often exaggerate things about themselves to seem a little more attractive to people, right? Even in the animal kingdom, this exists, dude. Peacocks? Chill, bro. Those are the most performative creatures in the world, dude. Like, bro, we get it. To be fair, I would be extra as hell too if my name was Peacock. Dude, that sucks.
Oh, shit.
That's like being named.
Yeah, well, that's, you know, that justifies you being a dickhead. Facts. Right?
Poop butt. But with the rise of social media and the fact that everybody has a top-of-the-line video camera in their pocket 24/7, we now have to subconsciously perform for everybody all the time, even when we're not using our phone.
Bro, we live in a world of social media. Exactly. Let's not forget about all that. You know what I'm saying? Who the fuck is gonna be entertaining all that 1.4 million followers, bro? You gotta stay cooking. You know? Come on, man. At this point, it's like it's a no-brainer.
People
man.
Put specific things for their profile picture and their bio. Like you're putting on this persona that you want to show others. It's just all a performance all the time to every single person in the world forever. Because you don't know when you'll end up as the subject or, if you're lucky, the background character of someone's fucking TikTok. And this happened to me, dude. I went to a Blue Jays game last summer and I ended up in the background of these fucking kids' selfies. And then one of those kids' sister posted a fucking TikTok about it. Look at that.
Oh, shit.
I look like shit. Now when I'm...
Oh, and it's not even a person that looks like you. It's really you. Oh, shit. You look dry. Your skin looks dry as hell, my boy. What the fuck? You know what I'm saying? Hey, man. Yes.
Out and about, I gotta do this all the time. I'm just... In all seriousness, I think to live is to perform. And you kind of have to accept that everyone in your life is performing to a certain extent. So, it's important to have like genuine...
Nah, I'm not gonna lie. I think I've seen you wearing one of those dangling earrings before at Curtis, bro. I swear to God, I think I've seen this man do that. Yes. Nah, I'm literally starting to see why people may not be out of line calling you the poster boy for performative males.
Conversations with the people in your life to see what they're actually all about. I feel like I use this analogy a lot, but it's kind of like the Philosopher's Stone or the Sorcerer's Stone to the Americans. Like instead of trying to use a false interest in feminism to attract women, if you just genuinely like read feminist literature and actually learned like the basic ethical principles of feminism, I feel like in turn you will just naturally become a better, more well-rounded human being, which in turn will make you more attractive.
Okay, let's go ahead and say subjectively speaking, right?
To women, which is what you want in the first place, dude. So everybody wins, dude. Ladies, you gotta start quizzing these dudes. Oh, you're a feminist? Name 5 songs. In conclusion, if you are a young man watching this video, dress how you want, listen to what you want, drink what you want, but make sure it is what you want. Don't try to change who you are to attract people because it is not going to work in the long run, okay? Right. And that is coming from a happily married man, okay? I know what I'm talking about. These other fucking dudes who are like, I'm an alpha male, this is how men are. They're all single, dude. They're alone, they're lonely. I know what I'm talking about. And also, I will say this, you can call me performative all you want. Reading books is good, okay? When you're done watching this video, don't click off. When you're done watching this video, go read something,
what's
okay?
appropriate
I will say
for
the
me
block
to
is a little
read,
hot
bro.
right now for us fellas. So if you do want to read feminist literature, which I think you should, don't do it in public right now.
Because the thing is,
it's not gonna bode well.
Wait. I get like the idea of reading. You know what I'm saying? Or I get the idea of just maybe something as trivial as vocab expansion. Shout out my boy Kai. You know what I'm saying? He said he quit streaming to go and read more to expand his vocabulary and shit. You know, and build that. But beyond that, bro, like, we have to build our minds. We have to build, you know, the imagery, the kind of imagery that we have of ourselves, bro. Not only ourselves, our environment. Not only our environment, our mental. Not only our mental, you know what I'm saying? Spiritual, maybe? I don't know. I don't know how deep you get these days. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta have ideas, like worlds. We gotta build worlds, dog. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just saying, like, what are we doing? Like reading a POV of Barney's girlfriend, AI girlfriend, and what she goes through and shit like that. As a man, I'm just saying, right? Reading is good. Reading is good. Yeah.
For you.
Oh,
Here's
for
what
sure.
you do, okay? You go
Reading
out
is great.
middle of the night and you perch on the ledge of a skyscraper in the rain like Batman, and you alone secretly you can finally read your copy of The Bell Jar. And if people still somehow make fun of you for that, just know people are only hating Karebo. Hello again for the last time. I was gonna end the video here, but I feel like I missed out on some points that I wanted to address. I touched on everybody. No, I didn't. I touched on everybody being quote-unquote performative all the time because of social media, but I feel like I didn't talk enough about how people are using the word performative in this particular sense. I just want to drive the point home that seeing a man dress or behave in a feminine way and automatically labeling him as performative is really just a creative, like, roundabout way to perpetuate patriarchal ideologies, because what you're essentially saying is men should only look one particular way, and that is big. While women are the ones that should be behaving in this more feminine.
And yo, there's also this extreme, right? I'm not saying like men looking all feminine and getting more in touch with their feminine side is something that's not supposed to just like be. Okay, I never said any of that. I'm just saying, like, there's just like a pocket of people where, you know, these performative men reading all this poetry and journaling their poetic feelings and shit. Like it's not. Like, I'm not going at that for any reason. But then again, the whole extreme was like, you know, to be the traditional man, right? You gotta be this tough, you know, big neck man who's like, you know, with all these disgusting veins on the neck and shit like that. And like, I don't know, your breath smell like freaking, like old ass tobacco, like residue and shit. And you know, the mustache is all in the way and shit, and when, you know, your woman just like sucks that, she's sucking all that sweat that came from you know what I'm saying, from the nostrils down to the, and then they got like, okay, personally, that's when I was like, thank God I'm not a woman, right? Not in a bad way, but in a way where it's like, yo, you know, you'd have to, especially if, you know, part of the crowd where you wanna settle with a man and shit like that. Like, you've had to be brainwashed to accepting all of that. Like, the man being like, I'm not gonna lie, man, I'll keep it 1,000, man. Men are disgusting, bro. Men are ugly, bro. Like, men are like, you know what I'm saying? And I know, wait, pause as fuck for even rating males. Look, pause as fuck, double pause, triple pause, right? I'm just saying for the sake of just the point I'm trying to make. It's like, yo, y'all women is like tough putting up with all that, right? Ah, shit, and getting that vessel shoved in y'all, like, it's like, bro, dicks are the most disgusting shit on planet Earth, bro. Like, they're scary, dog. What the Come on, man. Dicks are fucked up. Alright, let me get off that point before y'all start looking at me. Oh, weird. Hold on. Like, men are disgusting. Like,
when in reality, people should be free to look and behave any way they want to, regardless of societal gender norms, you know? Like, I swear this performative male trend feels like a fucking anti-woke psyop that was created so young people can, like, covertly engage in, like, 1950s sexism, you know? Like, it harkens back to, like, the 90s and the early 2000s when people were using the term metrosexual. You remember that shit? Like, if a guy just brushed his teeth and got regular haircuts, people were like, what the fuck, bro? Like, oh, Mr. Metrosexual.
Oh, the type that even drinks coffee every morning and shit.
Over here, dude. But again, I think making jokes about performative men is fine, you know, because I fucking just did that for a half hour. But to be honest, I really don't know if any of these guys I talked about in this video are actually performative, because I don't personally know them. Just like how those people on the internet were labeling me as performative, right? They don't personally know me either. So I'm no better than the people I was complaining about if I'm over here labeling all these dudes as performative as well, right? So with that, I would like to revoke all my performative stamps that I gave out during this video. And I would like to replace all all of them with a cornball stamp, okay? Because I can say,
yeah, that's harder. Let's do it. Alright, Curtis, I see, man. It's an upgrade. It's an upgrade to your character. This is beautiful. I like it.
with full confidence that all those videos I watched were corny as fuck, okay? Moral of the video, someone pretending to be someone they're not in order to, like, get laid, that's gross. No matter what, that's...
Or get views and get subscribers and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? I get you, though. Nah, look, Curtis, I feel it. But sometimes I feel like, you know, there is necessary performance. Ooh. I don't know why that word was like so far. Hell no, hold on. Let's just tap in with my boy Copilot right quick. I want to find something out right quick.
Hi there, Sizway.
Yes, Copilot, let me ask you something really quick. What would your you know, version of a performative male be? Like, paint a picture for me. Like, what's a performative male to you? Well, within the context of just like the sense of the word in the context of these days, right?
A performative male, especially these days, often brings to mind someone who's kind of putting on a bit of a show about what it means to be manly. It's like they're following a script of traditional masculine expectations, maybe to fit in or gain approval. So yeah, it's more about performing a role rather than just being themselves.
Okay. How would you then now break down, let's say, the character of Gen Alpha? You know what I'm saying? Where it's like they grow up because they're raised by the internet for the most part, yeah, so to speak. You know what I'm saying? So they see how, you know, all these internet illustrations of how to be a man, this, that, and the third, and that becomes part of just like their, you know, their the natural ways of how they end up seeing themselves. You know what I'm saying? So, and then with them, it becomes natural to just be what they see on the internet. Now, what's performative for them if the performance is their real character?
They're kind of a generation that blends what they see online with who they really are, right? So for Gen Alpha growing up on the internet, the line between what's performative and what's just genuinely them gets super blurry. It's like their version of authenticity is a remix of all the online influences they soak in. So yeah, they might perform certain traits, but to them, it's just how they navigate who they are.
Yo, yeah. Give me, just pull up more videos of performative males breakdowns on YouTube for me, please.
Absolutely. I've called up those YouTube video results for you on performative male breakdowns. Feel free to dive right in and check them out.
Aye, my boy. Shout out. Let me see that. See if I can cue any more of these motherfuckers. What? Oh, snap. Okay. I don't know if y'all know the y'all heard about the Drewski skit where he was you know, performatively, yeah, I don't know how to put it. It was just like exposing the performative nature of what is it? The like pastors and shit like that, right? Hold on. Let me zoom into these thumbnails so we see what we're picking. This shit right here. You know what I'm saying? Come on, Copilot. Which ones did you fucking... Oh, performative males aren't real. How long is this? Okay, cool. Let's cue that. You know what I'm saying? The obsession with labels. That is pretty performative, though. Being obsessed with labels. Alright, old Nick. Alright, old neighbor. Oh. The most performative comedian right here. Y'all heard of the MK Slat situation? Alright, cool, man. Hold on. See more of these videos, though. Why not, right?
Claro. Performative males. We all know one, we all hate them, but where did they come from?
Where did they
Join
come
me
from?
on this journey as I explain the complete history of performative males and answer the question.
And that right there. Exhibit A, ladies and gentlemen. Performance number 1. Hold on. Let's give it what it deserves, right? Chill, bro. You know what I mean? Hold on. Don't be jealous. It's all a performance. Now, please, y'all, just do me a favor and validate my performance. Hit that like button, please. Oh, that subscribe at least. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Yeah. Go ahead.
It's disgusting, but it's especially.
Oh shit, not here. My fault. We're on the wrong spot.
Everyone's been asking, is it bad to be performative? So sit back, relax, and kick off those shoes so I can see those dogs wiggle. You thought that was weird? Okay.
That's hella weird.
That's fine, I get it. I'm not funny, I'll never make a joke again. You hate me. That's okay, let's just start the video. I don't even care. In 1990, a they-them author named Judith Butler published a book called Gender Trouble, which is now recognized as a landmark text in gender theory. Yay. In this book, Judith introduced the concept of gender performativity. The idea that gender is not innate, but constructed through repeated acts, behaviors, and performances.
Right.
This meant that masculinity and femininity are not fixed traits, but roles that people enact to align with cultural expectations.
Yeah, you see what I'm saying? I don't think it started with like the soy boy culture. The whole idea of just like human beings programming, you know what I'm saying? Man, I feel like even, you know, the rise of, you know, the gay guys, they here to just like prove to people, if anything, right? Prove to people that yo, all that shit was a construct, man. I can be like part of the others, like I can be at the part of the. Whoa, alright, cool. Let me stop right there.
Basically, boys are boys because boys like blue, and girls are girls because girls like pink, and they can't go the other way because society tells us not to.
There we go.
Throughout the 1990s and early 2000s, scholars expanded on Butler's theory to discuss performative masculinity. This term referenced to the ways men enact traditional markers of manhood such as toughness, stoicism, and dominance.
Red pillism.
Not necessarily out of authenticity, but to prove their masculinity to others.
Right.
Men have to go to the gym and eat a lot of meat and then do push-ups when they get home and take cold showers because that's manly. And if you don't do that, you're not a man and you're actually kind of gay. So surprisingly enough, the first example of performative males were actually buff tough guys. Not twinkish white boys like me who wear tote bags
Greek gods
and drink Labubu's and eat Claro while listening to Matcha. So they were actually pretty cool.
while listening to Matcha and Bjork. Not my fault, y'all. Bjork is actually mad deep, you know what I'm saying? Hold on.
In the early 2000s, the figure of the metrosexual became widely recognized. Coined by journalist Mark Simpson in 1994, the term referred to men who were
oh shit, with the McDonald's logo, golden arch hairline shape. Yeah. Metrosexual, right?
professional and fashion conscious. For example, Harry Styles, Timothy Chalamet, Liam Ryan. All celebrities that are very attractive and loved by millions. The metrosexual represented a shift. Wait. We gotta go back. My name is Liam Ryan. That was a joke. If you don't know my name, that joke made no sense.
Yeah, you also look like Curtis King. Whoa, no. Oh man, if you know, you know, bro. Like, yes, like, yo, I respect Curtis King. Hold on.
I'm tripping. Wait. I had to go back on it.
Sorry, uncle. Sorry, brother.
My apologies.
Nah, man, salute Curtis King, bro. Like, he's you know, content music content creator enthusiast. You feel me? One of the best to do it in the game. / producer. You feel me? / entrepreneur. Feel me? Nah, man, shout out to Curtis King, bro. Curtis Connor. Yeah, the segment that we just like chopped up. Like, oh, y'all got this like same haircut though. Liam. Like Liam. That's your name, right? Yeah, Liam Ryan.
But yeah, my name's Liam Ryan. Like, comment, subscribe. Let's keep going.
Shit.
The metrosexual represented a shift in male identity. Men could embrace fashion, skincare, and culture without being perceived as weak or unmasculine. At the same time, critics argued that this was still a form of performance. adopting behaviors and aesthetics not necessarily for personal fulfillment, but to signal sophistication, social status, and cultural awareness. This marked a transition from traditional stoic masculinity towards a more curated, visible, and socially mediated form of male identity. Instead of philosophical men who actually contribute to society, we now have 120-pound white boys who spend 2 hours trying to figure out what song to use for their Instagram story.
Shit.
I'm 100.
Or what song to play before hopping in the shower and shit. No, and I did not say that because like I've witnessed some, you know, some guy before they hop in the shower. No. You know what I'm saying? I'm not even saying it because I do it either. I'm just, you know, yeah.
20-pound white boy. I do that.
Oh shit.
By the 2010s, social media, online dating apps, and indie culture gave rise to the soft boy archetype.
Nice.
Soft boys were often characterized as emotionally expressive, artsy.
I ain't gonna lie. Steve Lacy music. It just hit, bro. Steve Lacy music. Come on, brother.
Or progressive men who use literary references, curated playlists, or intellectual hobbies as part of their
I ain't gonna lie, boys got that shit on now. Boys got that shit on now.
Identity. They were presented as more emotionally aware and feminist than traditional masculine archetypes, signaling traits like sensitivity, vulnerability, and thoughtfulness. Some identifiers of soft boys include, but are not limited to, jean jackets, cuff pants, black Vans, houseplants, and a love for photography.
You best not skip over the quarter zip joint.
In other words, they're completely insufferable people. However, the internet eventually began critiquing the soft boy as a potentially manipulative performance. While some genuinely embodied these traits, others adopted them strategically to gain romantic attention or social approval.
Yeah. Man, this is popular among the white boys too. Oh, yeah, okay.
This period also coincided with the rise of conversations around virtue signaling.
Well, that's what I'm picking up.
And woke culture. Men were sometimes accused of performing progressive beliefs for visibility, likes, or social status rather than authentic conviction. In other words, being a complete loser on social media. The overlap of soft boy aesthetics and virtue signaling highlighted a broader cultural anxiety around authenticity and performance in social identity. By 2025, the performative male became a viral meme, especially on TikTok, Instagram, and I was gonna say the name of that platform, but when the word like started to come out of my mouth, I felt like a guttural reaction to it. I just have like such a strong distaste for the guy behind it. Anyways, let's just keep going. You know what I'm talking about. The meme was characterized by highly curated,
fuck with that boy Elon,
artsy and progressive aesthetics, drinking matcha, carrying tote bags, reading feminist literature, listening to artists like Biba Doobie and Claro, and even collecting these fuck-ass toys named Labubus. The meme emphasizes the performative nature of these behaviors, suggesting that some men adopt them less out of genuine interest and more as a curated identity intended to appeal to women or signal progressiveness. Media outlets analyzed the performative male as a cultural phenomenon. The Guardian and Teen Vogue framed it as a critique of consumer aesthetics, signaling, and the commodification of identity. Critics noted that while the meme satirized shallow performances of progressiveness, it also risked discouraging men from engaging sincerely with feminist or progressive values, or from expressing emotional vulnerability at all.
I didn't discourage them from all that. If anything, it was supposed to like push them toward it.
I genuinely just tweak the fuck out. I'm sorry. I keep stuttering at it. I can't help myself. Emotional vulnerability. The critics were suggesting that this meme is putting men's emotions on the chopping block, which in my opinion is complete bullshit. The history of the performative male reveals a recurring tension between authenticity and performance. From Butler's theory of gender performativity and onward, scholars have argued that all gender expression is in some sense performed. Every style choice, habit, or behavior that signals masculinity is shaped by cultural expectation.
Bro, even the B-roll videos that you be using, those coffee B-roll videos that you be using for this video right here, they symbolize that kind of characteristic of these male performers. Oh shit, I see the consistency. My fault.
Whether it feels authentic or not. The metrosexuals of the 2000s, the soft boys of the 2010s, and the performative males of 2025 all highlight how men have adapted.
Oh, is that my boy Yachty? That best not be Yachty. Nah, Yachty's not that. Oh shit. But would y'all say Lil Yachty like once was a... Look, I respect Yachty. But you know, remember that nail polish version with the red braids, the beads, little beads at the end of the, you know what I'm saying? Because right here I'm seeing only like, you know, majority white guys. This is the first guy, black guy that I've seen. You know what I'm saying? Hold on. What the fuck, bro? He made the cut. We gotta, you know what I'm saying? He made the cut. Like I was like, what the hell? Like this better not be racially. You know what I'm saying? It better not be racially just inspired to not point out the brothers that be doing this shit. Cause I've seen that. Like we've seen an example, like, you know, like Yachty and shit like that. But like as I said, bro, we still, you know, mad respect to that man. You know, he kind of sort of like grew out of it, for lack of a better term. So you know, yeah, I was just like, yo, I'm not only seeing a whole lot of white
their identities in response to shifting cultural values. So now to answer the question that I posed right at the start of the video as a secondary hook to keep you watching till the end. Is being performative bad? In my opinion, no. Am I partially biased because I'm a performative?
Bro, as we have established, that's all that happens nowadays. You know what I'm saying? It's not something that's just unique to the male gender. Females. Matter of fact, don't even get me started with the female. Shit, no, okay, I'll leave that there. Let me not get there.
Myself?
Shit. And with the females, right? Like I'd even argue, bro. Like that's their lifeline. Hold on, that's their lifeline. Oh my! Don't even get me started about like things like securing a partner or attracting men. Shit. Oh, hey.
Yes. Although the meme is one of my favorite from this year, I do think that it could be harmful in boxing men in. I think regardless of authenticity, men should be able to express themselves however they want. Now there is one exception for this rule. Ow, I hit my head. There's one exception for this rule. Manipulative men. I think we should burn all I can't say this shit seriously, bro. I think we need to take that 24 karat gold Dubai chocolate ice labubu matcha latte Claro biba doobie latte or shove it right up that evil twink's ass. Have him pick up some feminist literature. I don't care. Do some studying. However, there is a difference between performative men and manipulative men. They're two completely different things.
Right.
It really just comes down to intention. That's what determines if you are doing something good or bad. So ladies and gentlemen, I encourage you to sip your matcha, wear your tote bags, listen to Claro, and eat your labubus. I really don't care. Because at the end of the day, your identity is your own and you should be able to make your own decisions. Even if you are a 120-pound white boy like myself.
What else we got, buddy?
We had a Crime Stopper tip come in.
Oh no, see now.
Real tonight.
How much you said?
That's why I was on the other freaking account. I don't know why I started just watching this shit right here. Look, this shit might just disturb us, right? So just go ahead and let me go ahead and view this on here, right? Alright, let's do it.
This video is sponsored by Squarespace. Squarespace is the all-in-one platform for building your brand and growing your business online. Stand out with a beautiful website, engage with your audience, and sell anything.
Let's do it.
Your products, content you create, and even your time. At one point, it was believed that fashion was the ultimate expression of identity.
Why?
But now we live in an era where your outfit and the little profane creature you wear on your jeans are not linked with yourself, but rather performance to others. To appeal to the huzz rather than to appeal to some inner sense of identity. Not to define yourself by your own character and circumstance, but instead your ability to impress a girl who mildly looks like Claro. Grok, what does this mean for the fashion industry?
I'm not gonna lie, bro. Speaking of performative males, it's things like commercials, right? It's things like commercials that actually shape these men's minds, bro. Oh, let's see why they're such a bad idea in 2024 FX.
Unsettling banned commercials.
What you gotta say about it?
If I'm 10 years old watching TV and this advert comes on, I'm never watching TV again.
Oh, he looks like those males that be performative though, right? That's an alignment, fuck it.
Let's get the shit out of me.
What the? I don't know what I just watched. I don't even have commentary for that. I just can't believe.
Banned Sour Patch Kids commercial. I don't know if I've even ever seen a banned commercial.
This advert caused so much controversy because it created a craze in playgrounds in the UK.
That's genuinely scary. I can see
Doritos had a banned commercial.
why people said, yeah, that is distressing. I'm kind of distressed.
Ads are meant to attract customers, but these ads did the opposite. They disturbed viewers so much the TV stations had to pull them off the air.
Yo, are you allowed to make adverts that are bad against other companies? Kind of how, like, political figures during the election season just spam smear campaigns against their people, where it'll be like, Jack Chitterelli killed my grandmother. Jack Chitterelli once kicked a toddler in the face in 1938. Some shit like that. Are you able to do that? Like, could I make like a Sour Patch Kids commercial, but like make the Sour Patch Kids like drunk drive or something?
Come on, bro.
And then it would be like a really bad advert. I feel like no. You would probably get sued for that.
These are commercials banned for being too disturbing. We won't just show you the.
Well, you can make a YouTube video. You can literally make a YouTube video of Sour Patch Kids fucking, right? And then obviously, you know what I'm saying? It still would, yeah, well. You would have to like check the box that says, yeah, you done manipulated this visual to just like suit some degenerate kind of shit using AI. I'm not gonna lie, that shit might have went viral. It might go viral. You know what I'm saying? Oh shit.
Footage will uncover the backstories behind each one and save the worst for last. So it is almost the end of the year, guys, and my goal is still the same, to increase the number of videos I put out for you guys without sacrificing quality. So it would mean the world if you subscribe, and I promise to do my
W Visual Venture. Shout out Visual Venture. Go.
Shout out.
Absolute best and make the best videos I can for you guys. I'm Visual Venture and you are awesome. The ad that was too weird.
Yeah, go subscribe Visual Venture, I guess. Yep.
In 1983, a company...
Puppy Monkey Baby? That's my least favorite ad. That's not banned, though. I hate that ad. Puppy Monkey Baby.
Puppy Monkey Baby?
Fucking stupid. Fucking stupid ad. That's the best ad.
Hold on. What's the name of the...
Behind each one and save the worst for last. So it is almost the end of the year, guys, and my goal is still the same, to increase the number of videos I put out for you guys without sacrificing quality. So it would mean the world if you subscribe, and I promise to do my...
W Visual Venture. Shout out the...
Okay, the most disturbing. That's it, right? Man, fuck that. Let me just... Because I want to go to the video itself instead of reacting to Joe's video. The most unsettling banned commercials. Visual Venture. The most unsettling banned videos. Let's do that. Why not? The most. Okay. Videos, no commercials. What is his name? Visual Venture? Alright, let's do it then. Let's do it that way. I feel like that. Yeah. Okay, let's get to it.
If I'm 10 years old watching TV and this advert comes on, I'm never watching TV again. That scared the shit out of me.
What the? I don't know what I just watched. I don't even have commentary for that. I just can't believe that's a real commercial.
This advert caused so much controversy because it created a craze in playgrounds in the UK.
That's genuinely scary. I can see why people said, yeah, that is distressing. I'm kind of distressed.
Ads are meant to attract customers, but these ads did the opposite. They disturbed viewers so much the TV stations had to pull them off the air. These are commercials banned for being too disturbing. We won't just show you the footage.
So basically they made males a little bit more performative. And I feel like I'm only looking for the connection of, you know, when today's males you know, today's male population became performative through the use of just like fucked commercials, right? Like mentally fucked kind of commercials. Okay, let's do it.
Footage will uncover the backstories behind each one and save the worst for last. So it is almost the end of the year, guys, and my goal is still the same: to increase the number of videos I put out for you guys without sacrificing quality. So it would mean the world if you subscribe, and I promise to do my absolute best and make the best videos I can for you guys.
Yeah, matter of fact, let me go ahead and subscribe on this part. Shit, I'm at the wrong video. Fuck, I'll subscribe later. I promise. I promise. I promise. Swear to God.
A visual venture, and you are awesome. The ad that was too weird to forget. In 1983, a company wanted to sell candy to kids. To do that, they created a commercial. The main character was someone...
Candy, candy, come get your candy, kids. It's this weird ass freaking kid baiting ass ad.
Every child already knew, Humpty Dumpty. But the version of Humpty Dumpty that appeared in that commercial wasn't cute. It looked like something straight out of a horror movie.
Shit! It's a crackhead Humpty.
Commercial was for a candy called Kinder Surprise. It was an egg-shaped chocolate with a small toy hidden inside. The product wasn't new. Kids already loved it. To keep that success going, Kinder wanted to launch a new ad campaign. They also wanted a mascot children would recognize instantly. Humpty Dumpty was the obvious choice. He was famous, shaped like an egg, and loved by children all over the world. But there was one major issue. Kinder couldn't legally use Humpty Dumpty. Copyright laws blocked them from putting him in the commercial. They needed to create their own version. It could look like Humpty Dumpty, but it needed a different name. So they invented the Eggman.
Bro, this guy looks high, man. How are they marketing this to kids?
He was supposed to be friendly, but he turned out super creepy. One person described him as a fleshy man egg with...
Bro, look at that thing's eyes, bro. Looks like he's high off of crack, bro. Well, a whole lot of weed, bro.
Childlike features. The Eggman had tiny eyes and an insanely wide mouth. He spoke in a high, squeaky voice. The biggest problem was how real he looked. The Eggman wasn't animated like a cartoon. He was a hand-built puppet controlled by a professional puppeteer. He blinked, chewed, and moved like a real human.
Oh, shit. Oh, no. Yo, he looks like a gremlin, bro. Why did they give him the gremlin's ears? Ah, shit. Oh my god, nigga ain't got no neck. Ah, look at that. Oh shit, that's to the kids. Oh,
with the body.
That nigga look like a fucking, you know what I'm saying? An oversized butt plug, bro. Damn.
Of an egg. The result was disturbing on so many levels. Despite that, Kinder decided to put him on television. The Kinder Surprise commercial aired in 1983. It began with the Eggman sitting on a wall.
The kids are not alright, Nate.
It was an obvious reference to Humpty Dumpty's nursery rhyme. Almost immediately, the Eggman started...
Humpty Dumpty sat on the wall. Humpty Dumpty had a great fall. Oh, shit. Shout out my, you know what I'm saying? Shout out my young millennials out there. You know what I'm saying? We used to do this shit like back in like first grade. Oh my god.
Shouting nonsense words.
Yibbo shaky. Me unscrabbly.
What the fuck?
Shaka doobie!
He
Boy, the kids used to fuck this? Well, clearly not. They banned this motherfucker, right?
Kinder surprised and found the toy inside. All this time, he was still speaking gibberish.
Yodel yum and choco scrum with multi-pump rubber dies! Oh, grubbly!
Did he say you about to die? Man, run it back and hear that.
Kinder surprised and found the toy inside.
Listen.
All this time, he was still speaking gibberish.
Yodel yum and choco scrum with multi-pump rubber dies!
Whoa! Scrambled eggs about to die?
Oh, grubbly!
His excitement kept building. The Eggman waved his arms wildly. Then he lost his balance and fell backward off the wall. It was a direct nod to Humpty Dumpty's fall. The Kinder logo appeared, the commercial ended. It was meant to be silly and fun, but instead it came across as bizarre and unsettling. Not long after it aired, complaints started pouring in. Parents said their kids were terrified of the Eggman's creepy face. And it wasn't just a few kids, it was thousands. Eventually, TV stations had to act. After many complaints, networks stopped airing the ad. It was unofficially banned. Eventually, Kinder decided to pull the commercial completely completely. By then, it already had a reputation as one of the creepiest candy ads ever made. But that wasn't the end of the story. Decades later, the footage resurfaced on YouTube. People couldn't believe it was real.
Yeah, wait. Yeah, man, of course. Nigga. It's gonna go viral on YouTube too.
Overnight, the Eggman became a meme. YouTubers created parody versions. Fans even tried to translate his gibberish.
Yodel yum and choco scrum with multi pups will die.
The translation was obviously fake, but it captured what everyone thought. The ad was absolutely weird.
Did I just read death to the sun? The fuck shit is that?
It tried to bury this ad. Didn't work. Decades later, it's still everywhere. Your personal information works the same way. Once it's out there online, it never really goes away on it.
The VPN sponsorship, right? There we
So,
go.
a few years ago, someone dug up my old private data and used it to threaten me. I tried removing my information from every website that I could find, but I gave up because there were hundreds of them. That's because these sketchy websites are profiting off of your information. They sell it to literally anyone who pays. And it's completely legal, which is insane to me. But if you ask them to remove your data, they're also legally required to take it down. But there are just way too many sites for you to do it yourself. That's why today's sponsor, Aura, exists. Aura figures out which data broker sites are selling your information and then takes care of every removal request for you. Within a few weeks, you'll notice less spam calls, less junk mail, and your name, it becomes much harder to find online. But Aura goes further than just data removal. It monitors the dark web and sends you alerts if your information shows up there. If someone tries to open a bank account or take out credit in your name, you'll get notified right away. And if the worst case scenario happens, Aura protects you with up to $5 million in identity theft insurance. On top of that, you get a VPN, antivirus protection, and a password manager, which are all needed to stay safe online. And with the holidays around the corner, I think online safety is one of the best gifts you can give your family. If you guys want to try Aura, click the link in the description or go to aura.com/VB to try 14 days for free. That's enough time for Aura to find out if your personal data is already out there. Up next is a commercial that made a joke about something people take very seriously. The ad that disrespected families. Sometimes the best way to advertise a product is to show someone using it, but a Belgian company called Zazu couldn't do that because their product was a condom. Obviously, they couldn't demonstrate that on TV. They needed another way to
to be honest, I don't even see a whole lot of condom ads these days. Okay, I'm not gonna lie. Let me say, up until up until 4 years ago, 3 years ago, because you know these days I'm just like consuming nothing but YouTube, bro. Literally, that's all my entertainment. So you know what I'm saying. Up until then, like condom ads had just like disappeared, right?
Deliver their message, so they came up with a commercial that was meant to be funny, but the reaction wasn't what they expected. Instead of laughing, many viewers were offended. The commercial ended up being banned in multiple countries. Here's what happened. The ad was released in 2004. It stood out right away. Most condom ads at the time focused on romance or disease prevention, but Zazu went in a completely different direction.
They were like, yo, shit about to feel real, boys. Shit about to feel real, you about to go all night, facts.
The ad opened inside a supermarket. A father was shopping with his young son.
Oh no, why you got the son? Why you got the kids in the condom ad, buddy? Because first of all, condoms are what prevent kids from being around, right? No? Come on, bro. It's not rocket science. Yeah, this was retarded. This was retarded. This was dumb.
The boy slipped the bag of candy into the cart. The father removed it and put it back on the shelf. The boy frowned and tried again. Condoms? Again, the father took it out. Realizing he wasn't getting the candy, the boy snapped. He starts having a full-blown temper tantrum. Other shoppers stared. The father looked embarrassed and defeated. Then 2 words appeared on the screen. Use condoms. It was
oh shit! Oh. No! No, wait, no. Dog. Boy. Is that real? Nah, look, bro. Either the, you know, the founder of the company, maybe. It might be the, you know, the advertiser, right? Who just like had a fucked up connection with the fact that they were parents, bro. Yo, and obviously, you know, this would be their opportunity to be like, man, fuck these kids, nigga. Use condoms. Beautiful, man, beautiful. Nah, like I can almost guarantee you, you know, the person that created this ad, chances are, shit, I would say they okay, let me go put it like this. They probably advocate for anti-natalism. You know what I'm saying? Do your homework. But then it wouldn't make sense because anti-natalism is just like, it advocates for just like not procreating, creating more babies and shit like that. But like the thing is, for you to create an ad like that, you have to hate your experience of being a parent, right? For you to even brainstorm and come up with this idea as the advertiser. Nah, this is beautiful.
Short, shocking, and unforgettable.
This is amazing.
When the ad first aired in Belgium and France, people loved it. It was dark humor.
They loved it. People have been cooked, eh?
But it was relatable. Once it reached English-speaking countries, the reaction changed. Critics said the message was inappropriate. They believed it mocked parenthood and portrayed children as a burden. Some labeled it disrespectful to families. Several broadcasters refused to air it. Before long, it was banned in several countries. But the controversy only
that man said use condoms. Oh shit.
Made it more famous. People shared the ad on forums, blogs, and eventually YouTube. Many thought it was hilarious. It even won an award for its originality. Despite the backlash, Zazu's Little Boy commercial became a classic. This next ad shows how a joke becomes dangerous when people take it literally. The ad that hit too hard. In 1992, a TV commercial went viral in Britain. People couldn't stop talking about it. Many even called it one of the funniest ads ever made. But then, kids started reenacting the ad in real life. And within weeks, someone landed in the emergency room. Suddenly, people realized the ad wasn't just funny. It was
when nature imitates art, right? Oh shit.
Dangerous. The story began with a drink called Tango Orange. It was basically orange soda, but the soda market was very competitive. Tango's biggest rival was Fanta. And Fanta was everywhere on TV and
Fanta. Giants, man.
Stores and in almost every fridge. Tango needed something bold to grab attention, so they hired a top ad agency. At the time, most ads followed the same formula. A person used the product and suddenly everything in their life got better. Tango's team flipped that idea. They asked, what if drinking Tango didn't make you better? What if it shocked you literally? That became the concept. Tango's flavor was so intense that it hit you with an unforgettable punch. To bring that
the kids started punching themselves in the nuts. The babies started punching themselves in the fucking nuts and shit. Oh shit.
Idea to life, the team created a strange new character. They named him the Orange Man.
The Nut Puncher. Orange Man. This guy looks like that egg from the first segment of this clip. Oh my god.
His job was simple. Appear out of nowhere and slap the person drinking Tango. Before settling on the slap, they tested other ideas. Originally, the Orange Man was going to punch the drinker. That was rejected as too violent. Next, they tried having him kick the person from behind. That was rejected too. Finally, they decided on a slap. It was risky, it was different, and soon it would cause serious trouble.
Yo, imagine they went with the idea of kicking niggas in the nuts. Oh shit. Like, yo man, kids, man. Yeah, and that does look like an old ass ad, so kids are older with like why would you not enact the ad? I get kids are impressionable, but you know, I feel like it's how it must have been in the way they made it, because you know the guy is fucking right. He's a weirdo. You can see he's a weirdo. He's the type to just like attract kids and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Oh shit.
They filmed the commercial,
so they made it hilarious and fun and it's like goofy and shit.
Put it on TV. It began with 3 young men standing outside a corner shop. One of them cracked open a can of Tango and took a sip.
Hello, Johnny. I think we might use a video replay here.
The video rewound like someone reviewing footage on tape. This time, viewers saw what really happened.
Oh, yes, we We could be in for a quintessential tango taste sensation here.
As soon as he took a sip, the orange man ran up and slapped him on both cheeks. The drinker was shocked. The voiceover called it super taste sensation. Then came the tagline.
You know when you've been tangoed.
The ad was an instant hit. You know when you've been tangoed became a national catchphrase.
Tango.
Adults quoted it at work. Kids repeated it on playgrounds. Tango sales skyrocketed. At one point, tango out.
Oh shit, as in when they started making threats, they were like, yo, I'm gonna tango the shit out of you. I'm gonna double slap the shit out of you.
Sold Fanta by almost 2-1. They obliterated their biggest rival. For the company, it was a massive win, but the win didn't last. Not long after the ad went viral, teachers noticed something alarming. Kids were sneaking up behind classmates and slapping them on both cheeks. Then they would yell, "You've been tangoed." At first, schools thought it was harmless fun, but the tango slap kept getting harder. One morning, Tango's advertising team got a call from a hospital. A surgeon was on the line. He said, "I thought you'd like to know that I did an operation on a child this morning with a damaged eardrum." When I asked him what happened, he said, "I got tangoed." The company
Kids are fucking, you know what I'm saying? Because of how kids cannot behave. Oh, which is actually, yeah, like, you know, behaving well, it's something they gotta learn from home. That's a fact, first of all. Now, for them to, like, consider that, oh, of course they're gonna maybe think that this is cool, I don't know, a fun, entertaining ad, you know what I'm saying, or whatever. But imagine them having, you know, the principle ingrained in them that, yo, like, rocking up to somebody and just socking them, you know what I'm saying, hard as fuck. That's weird. You don't do that. That's crazy. You deserve punishment for that. You know what I'm saying? Just like engrave the fear of God in them every time they're trying to do something stupid like that. You know what I'm saying? They wouldn't even consider it. But you know what I'm saying? I guess, you know, kids and them being raised up soft and not being, you know, getting that tough love to be like, hey, you start that boat? No, I'm kidding. You know what? Let me just get up for this topic. You know what I'm saying? Because, yo, kids just have a mind of their own at the same time, though, eh? Like, imagine, like, just being fucking entertained at the fact that, yo, you about to damage another kid's eardrum. Now a whole business gotta go, you know what I'm saying? It gotta, I don't know, gotta be affected, like, on some negative vibe, because, man, kids are something else, man. Kids are just something else, man.
His joke finally caused a real injury. Tango executives were horrified. If word spread that their commercial was putting people in the hospital, it would destroy the brand. But it was too late. The story hit the news, and parents were furious. They accused Tango of glorifying violence. Schools across the UK started banning Tango from their premises. The company quickly pulled the commercial from television, but removing it wasn't enough. They still had to clean up the mess. Tango's team scrambled to recover. They still needed to advertise their drink, but they couldn't risk another scandal. So they made two new versions of the ad. In one, the orange man placed his hand on the Tango drinker's mouth and kissed it. In the other, the drinker saw the orange man coming and ran away. The team believed these safer versions would work just as well, but the public felt differently.
Wait, what? So that man kissed anybody who was drinking the Tango? Let me see that.
Tango drinker's mouth.
Okay, the orange man putting his hand on the Tango drinker's mouth and kissing. Oh my god, okay. Now they're creating soy boys now.
Mouth and kissed it. In the other, the drinker saw the orange man coming and ran away. The team believed these safer versions would work just as well, but the public felt differently. The new ads didn't have the same impact. The original commercial, however,
so they lost sales off of that.
However, became legendary. People still remember it today. In the year 2000, the orange man ad ranked number 3 in Britain's list of the 100 greatest TV ads of all time. This next ad was supposed to inspire people, but it disgusted them. The ad, too insensitive for TV.
What's that?
In 2002, Microsoft was preparing to launch the Xbox across Europe, but there was one major roadblock. At the time, PlayStation dominated the gaming world. To compete, Xbox needed a commercial that would shake things up, something that would make gamers take notice. Their team came up with an inspirational tagline: "Life is short, play more." It felt perfect. They even set aside about $50 million for the European launch, but when they turned that tagline into a commercial, it went terribly wrong. The ad was so controversial that even people people who weren't gamers wanted it banned. The commercial opened in a hospital delivery room. A woman was in labor surrounded by doctors. She gave one final push, and the baby shot out of her belly like a missile. It smashed through the window and flew across the sky. Then something unusual happened. The baby started aging as it soared through the air. He became a child, then a teenager, then an adult. There were close-up shots of his thinning hair and aging teeth. Through it all, he kept screaming. Finally, he crash-landed into a grave. Then the tagline appeared, "Life is short, play more." It was...
Nah, that's actually kind of hard. Nah, that right there is kind of hard, bro. Let me see the insensitive part.
Clearly dark humor, a visual metaphor showing how quickly life passes. But when the ad aired, viewers weren't inspired, they were disgusted. The problem was simple. People didn't like the idea of using death to sell video games.
Okay, yeah. Oh my god, life is short. Like what the fuck? It's the name. Using death, no, okay. Well, that also, it depends on like how you feel about death, like your own personal relationship with death and shit like that.
Authorities in the UK received more than 100 complaints. One was from a grieving mother who recently lost her baby. After weeks of backlash, the authorities ruled that the ad could not...
Oh, and let me guess, her baby used to love playing Xbox a lot. Now this Xbox ad is talking about life is short and she just lost her baby. Man, that's just an unfortunate synchronicity. Like that's what okay, let me not be insensitive, right? Alright, keep going.
Not be broadcast on British television unless the ending was changed. Microsoft refused. They insisted that the message was positive. Life is short, so make the most of it. Rather than change the commercial, they pulled it from television completely. It never aired again. Still, Xbox didn't step away from edgy marketing. In the years that followed, their marketing team kept making controversial ads. This next ad was so bad, people have been talking about it for 40 years.
Let me see.
The ad that terrified a generation. In 1978, a new horror movie was about to hit theaters. It was titled Magic. Like every film, it needed a trailer to build hype. And since it was a horror movie, the team wanted it to be scary. Very scary.
Nah, don't. You know what I'm saying with that scary shit, bro? Watch out, bro. You better not. I don't think I'm in the mood again. Yeah, nah. Yo, yeah. Go check that out. I'm good.
Folks, it's the holiday season.
What happened?
And in the words of Justin Bieber,
I wasn't trying!
and in the other words of Justin Bieber, it's about time for you to act merrily. It's about time for you to give to charity. Christmas is all about being generous and spending quality time with your loved ones, right?
Yeah, nah, that was like
wrong. Christmas time is about owning the libs. The woke mob has gone too far. Pretty soon it's gonna be frost.
Well, let's see this.
Rise of incels.
Since we were talking about performative males, right? Sexless men.
I see these videos pop up.
What happened?
And I love watching videos like this because I will always have a lot of things to say. It's your chat. It's real. Yep. Here we go. The video of my subreddit. Yes. A video of Twitch.
When I was 10 years old, I had my first real crush. It was 4th grade, and summer was approaching. There were rumors spreading around about a girl in my class named Maddie who apparently liked me. Or rather, more than liked me. As a young kid who hadn't yet been conditioned by the internet, societal norms, or proper manners, I decided to confront her about it. "Is it true that you like someone?" I said. She replied simply, "Yes." After asking her, who, 1,000 times in the hallway in between classes, she told me I was starting to sound like an owl, and she stormed away. But eventually, she did open up about her feelings towards me, and I told her that I had a crush on her too. But then, summer hits, and I no longer had any way to see her other than romanticizing her yearbook picture in my room. I didn't have a phone, and at most, I'd be lucky to see her online in AOL Instant Messenger. Now, how many of y'all remember that? As the first few weeks...
I had AOL Instant Messenger too. Yeah, absolutely.
No idea what the fuck that was.
Absolutely, man. Yep, AIM, exactly. AIM, ASL.
Weeks of summer went on, I couldn't bear being away from her for any longer. So I decided to look up her house phone number in our school's directory and give her a call. After around 9 rings, it went to voicemail, and I left one explaining that it was her classmate, Cole, trying to talk to her. I then proceeded to call her another 5 times because I had no conception in my head of what...
I'm surprised his parents let him do that. I'm gonna be honest. Like, yeah, my mom would always be sitting next to the phone. She's like, who are you calling?
Who the fuck you
No,
calling?
you're not calling him. He's not coming over today. Nope. Not him.
Hell yeah.
Creepy guy would be like.
5 times, yeah.
I was being that creepy guy. Finally, she called me back after a few days and she said to me, my mom says you need to stop calling me. It's getting weird.
Yep.
She hung up and we barely spoke to each other again. As I was reflecting back on this story when I thought about the idea for this video, I wondered how radically different this interaction was.
Real quick, just a quick word from our sponsors. And we shall be right back, right? Very, real quick word from our sponsors. Okay, let's do it.
I swear I feel for us all. You beg the layers, see me breach my own prayers. Scared but seek me, no savior. I'm the only vessel that I need. Now walking with the Nina. I do think that karma's a great teacher. Cause what you get, you take, so fuck away a feature. I don't deal with trash and I don't bark either. I took self-awareness, my body, mind and my gazi. I'm feeling tired. Yeah, what you know about it? I took self-awareness, my body, mind and my gazi. I'm feeling tired. Yeah, what you know about it on me? Now ho shit, now ho shit, now ho shit, now ho shit. Simon said I might be lost, I didn't believe him. Seen the cost to be the phoenix. First you fall, then break the ceiling. That's when I bled in my mind like a fiend. That one get high beyond the evening. Scared of life, so I'm a demon. But I promise you, I ain't lied about it. Always cried about it. Don't ask me why about it. Nah, fuck it, yeah. Full moon with it. Close my soul with it. Sleep till my wounds missing. Yeah, days of our life. So overrated. Ego mask of the mind. I swear I feel for us all. You beg the layers. See me breach my own prayers. Scared but seek me, no savior. I'm the only vessel that I need. Now walking with the Nina. I do think that karma's a great teacher. Cause what you get, you take, so fuck away a feature. I don't deal with trash and I don't bark either. I took self-awareness, my body, mind and my gazi. I'm feeling tired. Yeah, nobody go mask of the